the trouble she's caused playing the scheming Sammy Brady on Days of Our Lives. Our first guest is making up for it as the ever-encouraging host of the contestants on The Biggest Loser. Please welcome... Oh, we're going to show a clip?
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to show a clip. Okay. Oh, I know what this clip is. Allison's trying to motivate them, and she realizes they don't have the information she's trying to motivate them with. Here we go. Alison Sweeney on The Biggest Loser.
Now, Alan, reaching for something. Is he going to be able to be the first person to get his key?
It's way deep.
The box is like 6 feet deep. Remember what you're playing for.
We don't know.
Oh, right. I'm thinking about what you're playing for, and it's good.
Please welcome back Alison Sweeney.
So funny.
That's great.
All right.
Yeah, so, well, I went to say your name, and something got caught in my throat, and I couldn't speak. And they were just like, yay, anyway. I was like...
That's what I like about my show. We get to do it again.
Yeah, right, retakes. How fun. Gosh, you've been on that show a long time.
A long time.
Was it 17 years?
Yeah, 17 years. More than half my life. Days of Our Lives is what we're talking about, yeah.
So when you were younger and you wanted to be an actress, were you thinking, I want to do a soap? Was that the goal?
So no, not at all, actually. My mom thought it would be so cute. I was 4 years old, and my mom thought it'd be so funny if I was in one commercial one time when I was like a little
there
kid.
you are.
There I am, yeah. And I loved it. I carried a balloon in with me on my first audition for Kodak. I got the job, and I loved it ever since. So I loved the auditioning process.
Did you work after that from 4 years old?
Yeah, I did tons of commercials, guest appearances. I was in a couple of feature films, and then I was going to quit. I wasn't going to do it anymore. My dad wanted me to focus on academics.
Right.
My papa. And so then I did one more audition, and it was for my soap opera, which I loved. I was a huge Days of Our Lives fan.
Right. I mean, that would be like when I was younger, if I thought I could get on a soap opera,
Yeah.
that would have been
Oh, I was and I just wanted to go and meet them, so I decided to do the audition, and I got the screen test 2 days later. I got the job that Friday. And I thought, you know, kids on soaps, they work like once a month, right? So I thought I would just work a little bit. And 17 years later, I'm still there.
Unbelievable. And people don't realize, like, how many pages you guys do in a day.
Oh, yeah,
you know?
and it's more so than ever. I mean, it used to be when I first started 1 episode a day. Now we do 8 episodes in 5 days. I mean, it's insane. We memorize a lot of dialogue.
Do you ever get worried that when a fan comes up to you, you might say something you shouldn't say in advance?
I find that they kind of want to meet Sammy. I
you
find that
laughing at my
people
looks here?
actually want to, like, well, because I find you kind of have to be a little bit in character when you meet fans. They like it.
Yeah, you don't want to disappoint them because
because they're kind of excited. And right now, my storyline is really strong where this woman, Nicole, has taken Sammy's baby. Yes, I know. Right. And people say it to me all the time. Like, they know that I'm just an actress. They know it's not real, but they're like, you know that Nicole has your baby, right? And I'm like, I do, actually. That's so funny. But Sammy
Have you ever
doesn't,
gone,
but...
what?
Yeah. Are you serious?
Yeah, are you serious?
Oh my, I gotta
Thank
go
God
make a
you
call.
told me, yeah.
Yeah, it's very funny.
Oh, gosh. I know we have a clip. We'll show it later of you guys on Days of Our Lives. But how is your daughter doing, Megan? Because last time you were here, you were pregnant with her.
She's awesome.
She's 9 months old?
She's 9 months old. And for me, the biggest thing about having a second child was the relationship between the two of them.
Right.
I have a 4.5-year-old son, and I was really worried. Everyone says, you know, you have to be very careful to make sure that the older child knows that they're still special and they're not the baby anymore. So I was really concerned about that, but I wanted him to be such a good big brother. I have a great big brother myself, and I'm so, you know, I know you have siblings too.
3 older brothers.
I mean, it's just such a great relationship, and I was just so excited about it. So I actually brought you a little video from my iPhone because
I haven't not seen it yet. So.
My son loves his baby sister, and she makes him laugh.
Ben?
Oh, no.
Come on, Ben.
He can't stop laughing.
Tell us. What's he laughing at?
So we keep asking him. He couldn't tell us for like 5 minutes. He could not stop laughing.
It's so fun to see him laugh.
And what it turned out to be, she had this little like tummy pillow, and she just face planted, like just toppled over and landed on her face, and he just thought it was the funniest thing he had ever seen. He likes physical humor.
We'll get him the Three Stooges DVD collection.
Exactly.
For his first birthday. Well, no, how old is he?
He's 4.5.
Oh, he's 4.5. Gosh, well, that's a nice age spread, though, because he's really going to have some memories of her first coming into the house. And
yeah,
oh, that's
look
so
after
nice.
her.
Very nice.
So
More
cute.
with Alison when we come back. We'll be right back.
Next, Alison Sweeney gets pushed to the limit.
Like, I can't. I'm going to fall off. Please don't stop. By the way, I don't know where the applause went, but you go and try it on a treadmill.
All new Bonnie, Tim Roth, plus Kevin McKidd from Grey's Anatomy. Bonnie Hunt, where every day is a party.
Somebody's been throwing him back, I think.
All new Bonnie. Thursday on Bonnie.
Okay, fine. All right, you know how to love, but it is a pretty screwed up version, don't you think? You tried to take Johnny from me. You threw Nicole and your own baby out of your house.
You did that to me. Both of you!
EJ, what I did was for my children. I was trying to protect Grace. What you do is for payback.
Great on the show.
Thank you.
You know, it's fun. It's fun to see you on the show, and then we get to see you on The Biggest Loser, which is...
Opposites in some ways.
Is it so gratifying to be on that show, to see people really take on that kind of a
It's amazing.
goal? And
Absolutely, because you're there with them and you're supporting them the whole time and you get to know people really well and to be part of that process where they're healing and they're changing and they're inspiring the country. I mean, I meet people every day who feel like they've lost weight from watching the show and being inspired by it, which is just so amazing.
what about Bob and Jillian? Have you ever worked out with them? I mean, have you ever said to them, hey, give me some tips? Because they're brutal.
They are very, very tough, and I don't always work out with them on purpose. Sometimes they come and, you know, like Bob says on the show, this season you'll see him, he talks about how he gets it, like you in his tunnel of vision, you know, and it's just one track minded. So we went on a vacation episode. So next week's episode takes place.
Everybody goes
The whole cast crew goes to DC. And I'm just there in the gym, you know, proud of myself with my iPod, like running on the treadmill. And all of a sudden I feel eyes on me. And I turn and I look, and there is Bob Harper. And I'm like, why are you staring at me?
Did you say, oh, I'm done, got here when I finished?
By the way, I was there for half an hour. I'm like, if you look at the numbers on my treadmill,
good.
you know I've been running. He goes, when are we running sprints? I'm like, I've been, but okay, I can do one or two. Let's go. Like all business, very serious with me. So the next thing I know, I am killing myself trying to keep up with him as he pushes me, which is his lesson, like harder and harder than I've ever pushed myself. The final work, by the way, now it's an hour and 10 minutes in, and he says, okay, don't look down. This is your last one, but you can't look at the thing. I'll control it.
Right.
He literally had me, I was about to start crying. I was running so hard, and I'm like, I'm sure.
What were you, on an incline or something?
He had me at a 10 elevation at level 10 running, 10 miles per hour.
What?
For over 10 seconds. He pushed me, I was literally like, I can't, I'm gonna fall off, please don't stop. And yeah, but his point was that he pushed me harder than I've ever pushed myself, and now I can go and I do it myself, and I can actually, by the way, I don't know where the applause went, but you go and try it on a treadmill. I do that all the time. Go try and come back and we'll talk, okay? Because they were like,
they're like, so big deal.
Yeah,
I'll do that. Everybody does that. I do that while I'm eating breakfast.
I know, exactly. I'm like,
I'm so worried about my accent now because you were teasing me in the break. Allison's like, Bonnie, you just got back from Chicago. That's right. Why? Why are you asking me? I know, it's bad. It's bad. But, you know, it's part of who I am.
We're a little angry and tense, and so
Oh,
it
I was
came out.
so upset about that. Yeah, well, whatever. It's over.
No, totally.
So Day of Days, which is one of our favorite things. We did this last year on our show, our contest.
We loved seeing your contest winner, and she got to interview us. It was so fun. The Day of Days event is such a great time to meet all the fans, and we get to really, you know, they waited in line in the rain last season. Hopefully it won't rain this year.
Yeah.
But we're actually prepared for it if it does.
But they get to be with everybody from the show,
Yes.
all of you guys, and it's so fun. And we have a contest on our show where, you know, people can write in why they're the biggest fan, and then they get to, somebody wins and goes, and it's really
They get
great.
to interview all of us and see all the actors together. We're actually all friends in real life, so we're, you know, nobody will yell at you like, but it's like the characters do. But it's a lot of fun, yeah. No one will get poisoned. We have a lot of fun.
Well, I gotta tell you, just having a baby 9 months ago, you look fabulous.
Oh, thank
obviously,
you.
Your workout pays off. And
Thank you.
you're great on the show. It's fun seeing you on The Biggest Loser. You care about the people, and it's very, very sweet.
Yeah,
it's
we
always
have a lot
fun
of
to have you
We're
here.
always like tweeting with each other after the show. We keep in touch. So.
Oh, that's great, because
Yeah.
I think it's important. I mean, these people, just what they do, it's an amazing accomplishment.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It really is inspiring.
Oh, and you're going to stick around for our game with Greg Proops, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yep. Come watch Alison on Days of Our Lives every weekday, and also The Biggest Loser Tuesday nights. And if you'd like to be our correspondent this year's Day of Days event, don't forget to send us your 2-minute video on why you're Days of Our Lives' biggest fan. For more information, go to BonnieHunt.com. Thanks for sitting through that. We'll be right back. As you guys know, if you're regular viewers, there's a couple things we love doing on our show. We love playing Young Kids Don't Know Nothing, and we love raising awareness for important causes. So here we go today. We're going to play a game, well, Head Games. Greg Proops' new show. Very exciting, right? We're playing a version. Welcome, Greg.
Thank you, buddy.
And then whoever wins gets money towards one of our favorite charities. All right. So you're going to tell us what we're going to do?
Yes, I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. It's a science trivia quiz show.
Right.
So, but you don't need to know anything about science, right?
Well, Victoria, didn't you go to college at like 15?
Yes,
Did you?
I know. Smarty pants.
Wow.
I did.
I never graduated college.
But it's been a long time. You know, let's not. You know, 4 kids later, long time.
Surely not. Only a few months.
You're correct.
What charity are you playing for, Victoria?
Pediatric Heart Association.
Sweet. What about you, Miss Bonnie? What are you playing for?
I'm going to play for the Robert H. Lurie Comprehensive Cancer Center and the Arthritis Foundation.
Okay.
Shoot.
And the effervescent Miss Sweeney, who are you playing for?
I'm playing for Feeding America.
Wow.
Very good.
important.
All right.
All right. Like I say, it's a science trivia game show. You don't need to know that much about science. It's fun for the entire family. And they're all multiple choice or true false. So you have a good sporting chance.
No spelling, thank goodness.
Ready, blondes? Let's play Head Games. Let's get to the first question, shall we? My understanding is this one is about balloons and liquid nitrogen. And that is a hard partying Saturday night.
We inflated an ordinary rubber balloon, tied it, and then dunked it in liquid nitrogen. When we removed the balloon, it had completely deflated. But when we placed it back on the table, did the balloon A, shatter, B, reinflate, or C, lose its elasticity?
That's right. We dipped it in liquid nitrogen. Did it shatter, reinflate, or lose its elasticity? Meaning it was not balloon-like, not no more. There's no time limit on this version. So feel free to write a small paragraph, if you will.
Bill Nye, the science guy, remember I swallowed that liquid nitrogen on the show?
Did you really?
Yes.
And?
Well, it was bothered me for a couple weeks.
Yes, I should think so. You oughtn't
But I
swallow.
reinflated, obviously.
Good safety tip. Never swallow liquid nitrogen when Bill Nye is near you.
Oh, man, she's going to get it right.
All right, let's
read it off.
Look, you wrote the whole answer out, Victoria. You did go to college.
trying to
So
score
you
points.
said C, lose its elasticity. Ms. Hunt, what did you say?
Oh, for the love of Pete.
You said A,
That it would shatter.
it would shatter, and Allison said
I'm
A
a
as well.
Rolling Stones fan.
Oh, I'm so sorry, as Alex Trebek would say. The answer is B. Let's see what it is.
That ain't right.
And you outguessed yourself on that one.
I'm exhausted.
I am too.
Okay.
See the steam.
I can tell you the reason why it reinflates, but that would just be science. All right, let's move on to the next one.
You have to watch your show for that.
Yeah, you have to watch to get the big answer.
Greg Proops.
This one's about termites, a bug that we all enjoy. Dig this video.
Oh.
We drew 2 lines, one with a graphite pencil and one with this ordinary ballpoint pen. Inside this jar are termites. When we release the termites onto this paper, will they A, follow the ink line, B, follow the pencil line, or C, eat the paper?
Will they follow the ink, follow the pencil, or eat the paper? Foxes, I implore you to write your answer on the whiteboard. Wow, Victoria
Am I not answering this time?
No, you're answering.
Oh, you said foxes.
We're all, yeah.
Oh,
come
right,
on.
feel sorry for me. That's what I'm looking for.
All right, let's see what the answer was. Victoria has B. Bonnie Hunt, what do you have?
I have B, the pencil line.
The toothsome Bonnie Hunt. And Alison Sweeney says C. No one picked A. ink. Let's see what the answer is. A.
Oh, what? No!
Yes, in their natural...
Go ahead.
In their natural habitat, termites leave pheromone trails to lead each other to food. The ink in some ballpoints contains a chemical similar to termite pheromones. If the ink smells like pheromone, termites will follow it.
So if we put like an ink line outside of our houses, will the termites all come out of it?
Yes. What you do is you go to the place where the termites are eating the wood, and then you just take a pen and you draw a line with an arrow pointing outside, and the termites will go march out one after the next. Never spend money on an exterminator again.
Right.
After 2 rounds, everyone's even up.
Yeah. Wait a second. Don't worry. After editing, I'm going to have like 6 points.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's continue the queries, shall we, with our pulchritudinous crew of fawns.
God bless you.
The next question might be a little easier. It's about water. It's not termites, it's not nitrogen. Let's see if we can get down with one of these basic mythical elements.
Come on, Smarty Pants Victoria.
When you pour water out of a container, it always finds the lowest point that it can because of gravity. But in zero gravity, something else happens to uncontained water. Does it, A, wiggle like a long, thin snake, B, split into tiny droplets, or C, turn into a floating sphere?
All right, now, the last 2 questions you guys didn't do that well on. Remember, it's in 0G, right?
Yeah.
Water alone in 0G. I wonder if it would turn into a floating sphere. I was just wondering out loud. Is it going to be A, B, or C? Wriggle like a snake, split into balls, or C?
Balls.
Well, whatever it said, I don't know.
Wait, say it.
Uh-oh. Don't cheat, because I got a lot
Or
of them right.
C, turn into a floating sphere. I wonder.
We're geniuses. Come on.
Victoria said C, Bonnie said C, and Alison said C. Let's just see what the answer is. It's a floating sphere.
Wow. I'm going to love this show.
It's because of surface tension, right? Surface tension at 0 gravity keeps water in a sphere.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Just like a...
No, I knew that. I knew that.
No, I know. It was the first thing we learned my second day of 1st grade. I'm joking, of course. I didn't attend school. And that's my advice.
You went to fashion school, I can
How
see.
many questions do you suppose he has?
That's totally
We're gonna
right.
keep doing this.
Come on, do we have another one? Time for another one?
Yeah, we have time for another one.
Okay.
We have time for 80 or 90 more, but I'm going to give you one.
Wow,
Here we go.
stay tuned.
This one's about kidney beans. Watch this exciting kidney bean-oriented video.
When the power went out at the Head Games laboratory, we solved the problem by going to the refrigerator. There, we found a can of kidney beans and a sports drink. Beans, which disperse heat, were used to excite the electrolytes in the sports drink. This produced enough electricity to recharge this computer for 17 seconds. True or false?
Okay, you guys, you're all even up. So this one will decide who the winner is. True or false? You have a good sporting chance. It's 50-50. Let me just emphasize again, true or false?
I already had it down.
What did you put,
better
Victoria?
change it.
You still have time to change, I wonder. That's what I'm talking about. Well done. There's a woman who picks up cues. First it was a T, now it's an F. I'm going to take that as a false from Miss
That's
Gahi.
a false. Yes.
And Miss Hunt says false.
Finally.
Miss Sweeney says false. Let's see what the answer is. Hooray! That's right. Electrolytes in water can conduct electricity but can't generate it. That's what happened just there.
Oh, it can conduct electricity.
It looks like all 3 of you are even up and tied, but you know what? Instead of just giving $1,000 to one of you, we're going to give $1,000 to all 3 of your charities.
Fred, you're fantastic as always. Thank you for being here. And I want to thank the Science Channel for sponsoring our Head Games version. You can see Head Games on Saturday nights at 9 on the Science Channel. We'll be right back.